What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Theta and where I think it's going to go in the big picture. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So as you can see, we have Theta over here on the left and Bitcoin over here on the right. And I want to show you this fractal comparison to give you an idea of what's coming for Theta. So the first thing that you can see is just how similar these two charts really are. We have Bitcoin on the right and Theta on the left. You can see a huge ABC correction over here on Bitcoin, followed by a big bull market. After Bitcoin did some sideways accumulation, it went into a bull market. Now, if we look at Theta over here on the left, we really have the same thing. We have a big ABC correction here, followed by sideways accumulation, and now Theta is really getting ready to do exactly what Bitcoin did over here on the right. So be watching for a big vertical breakout, just like what we saw over here on Bitcoin, followed by more bullishness, not without corrections, but a continuous bullish trend with some corrections along the way up. And that's really what I'm expecting here for Theta, is a big bull market coming on this coin. Again, not without corrections, but overall the trend will be up and we will see a big bullish move for Theta. Now, what's really cool about this is you can actually measure Fibonacci extensions. So what I'm going to do here is take this trend-based Fib extension tool and measure from the bottom of Bitcoin to the top and back down again. Then we're going to do the same thing over here with Theta, from the bottom to the top and back down again. And then what you get is an extension for Bitcoin. So if we stretch out the chart here, you can see just how high Bitcoin went before Bitcoin topped out and went into another bear market. Again, it had corrections along the way up, sometimes 30%, sometimes 20%, sometimes 15%. But overall, the trend was very bullish and we saw a huge increase in value on Bitcoin that took us all the way to the 16,618 before it had a major bear market. Now, if we look at Theta over here on the left, what we can do is we can stretch out the chart and start to line these two charts up to get an idea of just how high Theta could go before Theta tops out. Now, as you can see, $260 would be the 16,618 Fibonacci extension. So if Theta pumps as hard as Bitcoin, then Theta could go all the way to $260 per coin before we see a major bear market and correction like we saw over here on Bitcoin. So I believe we have big things coming for this coin, a big vertical breakout that could last a really long time. This could last all the way until 2029, and a very vertical but sustained move here on Theta. So that's kind of what I'm looking at in the bigger picture, is a big vertical breakout, a huge bull market. We have everything required for this to happen, including good volume, perfect chart, perfect setup, good fundamentals, a lot of reasons to be very bullish on Theta. So I am expecting a big vertical move that should be very profitable for everybody holding this coin. The only question you have to ask yourself is, are you going to hold this? Because the people that don't hold it are going to be the people that wish that they had bought more, that wish they had stacked Theta before Theta went to the moon, before Theta took off all the way to a new all-time high. Now, let's just say Theta only does half of what Bitcoin did. Let's say Theta stops at the 6,618 instead of the 16,618. Then that's still $100 per Theta. And right now it's worth only 79 cents. So if we get to $100, you're talking about 100x in value from current price, which is astronomical percentage gains. Now imagine if it goes all the way up to the 16,618 and blows people away in a mass adoption phase for crypto, and we start to go parabolic into the moon for all of these coins, then Theta really could make millionaires very easily. So yeah, in the big picture, I'm expecting big things for Theta, a very big bull market coming soon. They could easily take us all the way up to the 6,618 or even the 16,618 in a massive bullish move for this coin. So now let's talk a little bit about the short term here on Theta. Let's remove all our drawing tools and zoom in. Here in the short term, we do have a bit of a triangle that we broke bullish out of, and now we're coming back down onto this triangle to test it as support. So as you can see, we have a triangle pattern here. We broke bullish out of that triangle, and now we're coming back down to test it as support. So what I'm expecting to have happen here for Theta in the short term is a very strong bullish reaction off of the bottom of this triangle and the beginning of a big reversal here on the daily candlesticks. This should take us back all the way up to our previous local high, which was around $3.50 per Theta. I'm expecting a big bullish move here in the short term, and I'm expecting a full recovery in price all the way back up to these levels, just like what we saw with Ethereum, where Ethereum saw a strong recovery and a big bullish move all the way back to the old local high. And that's exactly what I'm expecting in the short term for Theta. So be watching for a big bullish move here in the near future, as well as a big bullish move in the bigger picture for this coin. Now, the opportunity for buying Theta right now is very high. As you can see, we have Ethereum over here on the right and Theta over here on the left. And what you can see with this comparison is just how good the opportunity was to buy Ethereum right here when Ethereum saw a panic back in March of 2020. A lot of people panic sold their Ethereum. They were afraid of COVID and all these different things, and they were panic selling their Ethereum. But Theta right now presents a very similar opportunity with all of the FUD because people panic sold when tariff news came out. It's very similar to the COVID drop, and actually there's a lot of reasons to be bullish on Theta right now. It's a lot like buying Ethereum over here when Ethereum panic sold because of COVID, and take a look at how much Ethereum pumped right after people panic sold. It's the same opportunity, the same type of percentage gain, the same type of growth. In fact, the percentage gain could even be bigger because of the fact that Theta has a smaller market cap than Ethereum. So I expect a very big breakout coming for Theta based on the Bitcoin comparison, but also based on this Ethereum comparison, where buying the dip on Ethereum in March of 2020 was extremely profitable for everybody that had the faith and the foresight to do that. So yeah, be ready for big things coming on Theta, both in the short term and in the big picture, as well as the rest of crypto. Got a lot of reasons to be very bullish. The opportunity is extremely high right now to be making a lot of money in these markets. And yeah, you got to buy the dip. You got to be willing to buy when other people are afraid, like right now, and make as much money as you possibly can buying that fear. And yeah, it takes faith and it might not look like it's going to take off, but if you understand these cycles, then you know that these markets do turn around and you are going to make a lot of money buying the dip on these cycles. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I love you. I appreciate you. Make sure that you guys check out my coin, HAI coin. I built a coin for my channel. Link in the description box below. This is basically just a little experiment that I made where you're able to invest in HAI coin, and it's connected to my channel, and I also do some live streams on Pump.Fun. So it's really cool. It's my own coin. Check it out. Link in the description box below. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos and live streams. And as always, stay profitable out there.